Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida Gators and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To throw, it's Pruitt. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Simmons under fire. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, Simmons. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Slips through the line. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Ball. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around, but I like what...
He lofts one down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Gators are rolling down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Pruitt. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to...
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to Hardy. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Throwing Simmons. knocks it out of the air. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go catch this thing off with a touchdown.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll run it. It's Roberts. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Pruitt. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Gators in the hurry up.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success. Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got a man, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going to the run, it's Pryor. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Might be changing the route. Simmons finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here's Hardy. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33. First and finding some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Pruitt. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throwing Simmons. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The offense changing the play. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
The return before he stopped. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more score. Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll move the tight end. Quick release by the QB. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Jones to throw. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Pruitt. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Pruitt. Got it in the middle, it's Ball. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Florida! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 13 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's BYU with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Gators are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Gators are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Pruitt. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The RPO, it's complete. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Gators! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Simmons. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
That's the problem on defense, David. When you're in dime personnel, you've got all those extra DBs on the field. You don't got enough beef up close to the line of scrimmage. And the offense, they took advantage of it. Linemen throwing guys around, getting in the second level, creating a big crease for a long touchdown run.
Listen, at some point, though, all that speed you think's going to catch him, right? Like, you got all these guys that can run fast. Man, he just kept going almost the length of the field,
big-time explosive play, and you've seen this running back. He's got some serious jets, and nobody could catch him.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Jones to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Here's a give to Hardy. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing Simmons. Pressure coming. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Snap it to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Fighting off the defender. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation. On the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Running inside. It's ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Pruitt. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gators will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking long. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. It's complete on the right side. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Missouri wants to go fast.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Simmons. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Kill. 496 tsunami. Brent.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff for Ball. Maybe a crease. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he...
He's loose on the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Florida 51, Missouri 32.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking downfield, it's Pruitt. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. With the catch, it's Hardy. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, give to Hardy. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Simmons. Quarterback adapting. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now,
there's some room. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to Hardy. Runs through a tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Plows through the defense. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
and I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They've only converted one time in 3 4th down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. They'll go with Hardy. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's a give the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's ball. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.